ראשית רצוני לחלוק כבוד לאלוהי אבותינו הבורא שבחר בנו מכל העמים אשר על פני האדמה להיות עם סגולתו. First, I would like to give all honor, praises, and thanks to the God of our fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, the great, mighty, and benevolent God, which has blessed us in this dispensation of time by bringing us back from the lands of the captivity, and allowing us once again to tread upon that great and holy land of ours. I would like to ask the Holy One of Israel to bless all of the elders of the congregation. And it is my fervent prayer that every word that I speak that you may hear and understand. For I understand that we would not be here today had it not been for your strong shoulders. I'm thankful and grateful to all of the elders. I would like to ask the Holy One of Israel to send the Holy Spirit into the penal institutions that are the length and breadth of this ungodly land, and to reveal unto the brothers and the sisters that are incarcerated there that they have not been, shall not be forgotten, and neither will they be forsaken. I would like to ask the Holy One of Israel to continue to bless the chief men of Israel, the leaders of our people, the priests, and all of you that have taken the time out of your busy schedules to come out and to share these few moments with us today. It is my fervent prayer that you will hear and that you will understand. For the words that I speak unto you will have to carry you far, far beyond the immediate emotional refreshment. But these words have to follow you home and into your places of business until they cause you to make the necessary changes wherefrom you will draw closer unto God. When I say God, many of you think, as you have been taught to think, you think religion. And when you think religion, I am supposed to retreat because I do not want to get into a religious controversy. That's a part of the deception. But I would like to take a moment to differentiate between religion and righteousness. I am an Israelite, a Hebrew Israelite. That is my nationality. And whenever I begin to speak, the first thing that those in the audience have been taught to feel is that I'm trying to convert them to be an Israelite. But nevertheless, whenever a Nigerian or a Ghanaian or an Algerian, when they begin to speak things about God, I never hear anyone say, if the Nigerian is a Catholic, I never hear anyone say he's trying to convert me to being a Nigerian or an Algerian. But when I am a Hebrew Israelite, you have been taught to feel that I'm trying to make you a Hebrew Israelite. That is not my objective. But there is something that is a prerequisite to being a Hebrew Israelite. If ye be the children of Abraham, you will have to do the works of Abraham. Beyond that, even your words would prove to be false. So, to all of you, when I say God, and you think religion, then you must understand that religion has been fashioned by men to keep division in the midst of men. Because religion is fashioned in the image of man. Righteousness fashions you in the image of God. There is a distinct difference. You see, religion, and I'm not saying this to denigrate anyone, but I'm not an entertainer. And I simply must tell you the truth. So, you must understand that righteousness isn't required or demanded by religion. Religion only requires that you believe in the traditions of that religion. You can desire to worship the devil, and you can find a religion that will allow you to worship the devil. You can find a religion that will allow you to do whatever it is that you want to do. If you desire to worship a snake, you can find a religion that will allow you to do that. But righteousness does not give you that kind of latitude. Righteousness fashions you in the image of God, and religion has been fashioned in the image of men to keep division in the midst of men. So when I say God, you must stop thinking religion, because when you think religion, then you will become defensive, or either you will make me feel self-conscious thinking that I am about to get into a religious controversy. So I wanted to, first of all, to explain that, because if it causes controversy, I cannot circumvent that, because I must inject God into everything that I'm referring to. And with that, I would like to give you a thumbnail sketch of a championship fight, the boxers. Whenever a boxer is preparing for a championship fight, what he does is that he studies the strength and the weakness of his opponent. He watches television and video, and he watches past fights of his opponent, because there are two things that a fighter has to know and understand. He has to know the strength and the weakness of his opponent, and more so, he has to know the strength and the weakness of himself. So he studies his opponent. And then when the fight begins, the objective is to lure the opponent into what? Into the areas of his strength, and to stay out of the areas of the strength of his opponent. Is that correct? So now, let us analyze, because we must be prepared to fight a championship fight. And if we are to fight a championship fight against the opponent, we must do what? We must study the strength and the weakness of the opponent, so that we stay away from his areas of strength, lest he knock us out of the ring. It is evident that our people have not studied well, because every time you go into the ring, you continue to run into his strength and get knocked out of the ring. So whomever it is that has been training you, you need to investigate your trainer. For if your trainer, if the strength of the opponent is in his right hand, and your trainer keeps sending you in and telling you, go to his right hand, it is something wrong with the trainer. So I'm simply saying, let us analyze the strength and the weakness of the opponent. And let us consider our strength. Politics, is that our strength? So we shouldn't be trying to fight, and I'm aware of these components, but listen to me. So we should not be trying to fight the opponent with politics. Why? Because that's his knockout punch. Didn't he knock you all out a couple of weeks ago? You can win fighting to politics and economics. You need to check your trainers. We've been fighting to his strength. Now,